Hi everyone, welcome back to our mini-series of Penrose, a new condominium developed by Heong Holdings and CDL. This luxury condominium is expected to be launched in Q3 2020, and today I shall talk about a study of the URA Masterplan of around Penrose or in Sims Drive. Now, this is a URA Masterplan that was taken from the URA website. Now, Penrose is actually one MRT station away from P.L.U.S Central, and it is actually closer towards the Central Business District, somewhere located around here. Now, please take notes of the blue color, which are called what we call the business nodes. In P.L.U.S itself, there are more and more businesses entering into P.L.U.S Central itself. We used to have a lot of B2 industrial car workshops at P.L.U.S Central. Now, your lease is up, and within the next 10 years, the master plan has changed that P.L.U.S Central itself is slowly converting into a bigger business node. With bigger business node, we will expect more white-collar workers to be working there. And this is also part of the Singapore plan to decentralize the CBD area. With the growth of P.L.U.S itself, currently right now, the pricing of a new condo development there is roughly between 2,000 to 2,003 per square foot. And one MRT down towards Aljunied MRT station, we are looking at maybe around 1,500 per square foot for Penrose, making it a very attractive development. I shall talk more about the pricing and the pricing strategy by the developer in our later videos. For today, I am going to concentrate more about the URA master plan of around Penrose. Now, I put a side-by-side diagram of Penrose from the map and the URA master plan such that not to confuse you. Now, Penrose is located 4 to 5 minutes away from Aljunied MRT station, which is 400 meters away. And it is actually located next to Sims Urban Oasis, which is roughly a 5 to 6 years old condo. Okay. Now, looking at over here at the URA master plan, over here is a 3.0 plot ratio, which is Sims Urban Oasis. Now, a 3-point plot ratio means is that it has the ability to build higher. Now, over here on the left of Penrose is actually 2.8 meter. Currently, right now over here at this site is actually set by old HDB developments where the residents has actually moved out. This area is actually zoned to be residential. Orange color are residential. So potentially what we are looking at is that although Penrose is actually the second site in which Sims Urban Oasis was actually the first site, in future potentially there may be a new condo development that is going to enter into this site over here, this 2.8 ratio. Now, for the light purple color is what we call the B1 industrial zone. In B1 industrial zone, they are for cleaner technologies, or there are some shops and some offices over there. Now, you can see that Penrose itself is actually surrounded majority with all the B1 industrial. For the dark amber color or purple color, these are what we call the B2 industrial. Most of these are actually used as warehousing. Looking at the 1 kilometer radius itself, you will notice that Penrose is not surrounded by any heavy noise polluting or sound polluting B2 industrial. Furthermore, if we were to look at surrounding Penrose, on the north we have a E, which stands for Education Institute, which is the Nexus International School. Next to the MRT station is another education institute, which is the Geylang Methodist School. On the left itself over here, there are actually 2 plots of land. This is more important because this is the James Cook University. Now, looking at Penrose itself, we are actually surrounded by Education Institute. Now, why is Education Institute important? This will help drive rental into Penrose itself. Why? Because the students over here, especially for the international school students, are international students and are not locals. For the James Cook University, they are actually also catered majority to foreigners, and they are around the age 18 and above for graduates or undergrads. So hence these two developments will bring a lot of students or a lot of tenants into this area. Moreover, looking at this area, there's only two condo development sites, which is Sims Urban Oasis and Penrose itself. Hence, I do see that there is going to be a strong demand for rental where there is an undersupply for new condo developments. Surrounding it on the right are all HDBs. Even to the south over here of Penrose are also HDBs estates. Below over here are all the Geylang already, which I won't consider. This 4.5 dark blue color is actually used as a what we call the government land. Okay. Now, another point that is very interesting to note is that over here is H stands for healthcare. So it may be a polyclinic, or it may, we do not know what the government is going to come in for all these red color area. For this, W is actually stand for place of worship, and H is healthcare. So these are all planned by the government, but we do not know what is going to happen in the future. One thing I like very strongly is that if you notice, Penrose will be priced slightly more expensive by Sims Urban Oasis. The reason is because Penrose bought the land more expensive by Sims Urban Oasis, which was actually bought by Walker Land. Now, what it means is that potentially Penrose will be slightly pricier than Sims Urban Oasis. Now, why is this important is that in future, when this 2.8 plot ratio, where the HDB is being cleared down, tear down, and a developer comes in and bid for it, most likely this developer will definitely buy the land price at a much higher price than compared to Penrose and Sims Urban Oasis. In this manner, this will drive the overall price for Penrose to go up. Now, in a way, it will be a proven fact that Penrose will have strong capital appreciation. Now, in conclusion, there are two things that I would like to look at when we are looking at the growth of Penrose. Number one, I would like to look at the capital appreciation. First of all, there is future empty plots of land on the left-hand side of Penrose that used to be HDB estates. As stated earlier, when these HDBs are cleared and a new developer comes in and build this land, definitely it will drive the price of Penrose to go up. Number two, lack of competition. With so many industrial estates around it, and there is only two condo development, one is Sims Urban Oasis and the other is Penrose, there's going to be a lack of competition, which means if a client who want to stay near Aljunied area and want to look for a condo, definitely there's only either Sims Urban Oasis and Penrose to consider. Given the fact that CDL has a very good reputation, we do expect that Penrose, and some more Penrose is going to be a much newer condo development than Sims Urban Oasis, we expect Penrose to have a healthier competition and more demand. Lastly, it is also 1 kilometer away from P.L.U.S Central. Now, as stated, P.L.U.S Central right now, the transaction price for Park Place residences is around 2,000 to 2,003 per square foot. Entering Penrose at 1,500, which is close to a 500 to 800 square PSF difference, it will also give you potentially a very strong growth and a very strong capital appreciation. Alright. Now, for those investors who are looking for rental yield, okay, now this is what I would like to share with you. Firstly, is within 5 minutes walk away from Aljunied MRT station. Where will your tenants come from? From our previous video where I talk about the MRT station, it is 5 MRT stops away from Raffles Place MRT station, which is the CBD area. Looking at the location itself, not only is it 5 MRT stops away or 15 minutes away from the CBD, it is only 1 stop away from P.L.U.S Central. And P.L.U.S Central, as stated earlier, it is going to grow more in future, where the government, due to decentralization, is going to have more commercial zone in P.L.U.S itself. Hence, there will be more white-collar workers. Situated in the middle of P.L.U.S and the CBD, to me, it's a good example to refer to. It will be something like Red Hill or Queenstown. For Red Hill and Queenstown, they are close to 2,000 per square foot, and Penrose is expected to be launched around 1,500 per square foot. So potentially, we may also see a very huge potential gain in the east. Now, there is also a lot of international school and university, James Cook University and Nexus International School, which will bring a lot of foreign students into Aljunied area where they want to rent and stay near their school. Thirdly, it is also surrounded by B1 industrial, okay, where there is also a demand for rental. There is only 2 condos that is actually surrounded by all the industrial estates, which is pretty good. Lastly, it is also 1 km away, 1 MRT station away from P.L.U.S Central. As stated earlier, P.L.U.S Central is going to grow, which will bring in a lot of white-collar workers. Do not forget, for P.L.U.S Central itself, it is one of the few buildings that has Grade A offices. And Grade A offices are high-end offices which are normally housed not by SME but by MNCs, multinational companies. And this normally will definitely hire foreigners to work in this area. Now, if they were to find out that P.L.U.S, which is a cost of 2,000 to 2,003 per square foot, definitely the rental is going to be much steeper. And in order for the tenants who want to save rent and not stay in P.L.U.S, they are going to shift wider away. Potentially, they may go to Aljunied. The reason why these tenants would want to go to Aljunied is because number 1, the rent is cheaper and is still pretty close to P.L.U.S. Number 2, I am actually renting nearer to the CBD area and yet I am able to rent cheaper. Number 3, in our early videos, I have also stated that there are many eateries and food centers around Aljunied. In this way, it is also very attractive for people to stay there as we all know that Geylang itself is open throughout the night. So for people who love supper places, they can actually go there for supper. McDonald's is also nearby. So this is all I have about the growth of Penrose. Potentially, I feel that this is a good development and I'll give it a rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you. If you like this video, please feel free to comment, like and share. Thank you so much and see you in our next series of Penrose. Thank you and bye.